Welcome to this tutorial where we are going to look at activity planning. Right, with activity planning, basically, we are now planning for our workshops that we want to hold in a particular year, like the budgeted year. So to look into that, let's all go to our browser, Model browser. On the Model browser, you see the folder which is saying activity budgeting. Let's open activity budgeting folder. When you open the activity budgeting folder, you see that there are two folders. The first one is prepare activity budgets. Then the second one is activity budgeting reports. So in this one, for us to do our activity planning, we are going to open prepare activity budgets folder. Right, when we open the activity budgets, the prepare activity budgets folder, there are three folders that you're going to see. And the first one is program activities planning, program income budgeting, program cost budgeting. So for us, we want to open the program activities planning. So I'm going to open. Right, the moment you open that folder, you're going to see that there is now a matrix called activity planning. Right, let us open activity planning. Right, once you open you click on the activity planning matrix, you are going to see that there is a screen. There's a matrix that is displayed, like the one that is on the screen. Right, I'm just going to run you through the face of the matrix. Right, there is the part which is saying update button. The update plans button is the one which is at the extreme left on top. Then you will see that there is the gray, there are some gray portions on the screen, on the matrix. Right, those gray portions, there is nothing that we can type into. We cannot type anything, but what will happen is that they will do auto calculate. They will populate themselves. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to do where it says choose activity, which is a green portion. Remember, I said the grayed out parts, we cannot feed in information. So the green parts are the parts that we are able, rather the green sections are the ones that we can actually populate, put information that we want. Right, so in this situation, I want now to add my activity, the activity that I'm planning for. Right, so for demonstration purposes, I am going to pick, if I click in here, then I click on this downward arrow, which has got a menu of all the activities that we maintained in our general maintenance. Right, so in this situation, I am going to pick an activity. Let me look for an activity that I can choose from. Right, like in this one, I am going to choose regional workshops exchange rate policy. This is the activity that I'm going to select. So there it is. I select my activity. Right, I want you to observe something. The moment I picked my activity, the count is now populated, and then the activity code is also populated together with the activity group portion. It's now showing that it's a regional workshop, and the activity code is AA10103. That's the code for regional workshops exchange rate policy. Then in the next one here, right, this is the one that I'm talking about, activity code. Then from there we have the activity group. Then in the next cell, that's one which is saying update status. This one is at the moment is gray. It's gray, but it's going to become green the moment we update. Okay, it just shows us that the activity has been updated. Then from there we have the other one which is saying income status. Right, these ones, income status and expenditure status, these ones, they simply show us to show us whether the activity has been budgeted for. Like if it's income status, it shows the income of that activity has already been budgeted for. And if it's a expenditure status, if it's green, it shows that the expenditure for that activity has also been budgeted for. Then from there, we move on to select country. Right, in the select country cell, you see that it will turn into red. It has turned into red. And if you put my cursor there where there is an arrow, drop down arrow, to show that there is information that I'm supposed to make use of in there. Right, so it's showing us select country. So those are the countries that are maintained already. So I'm going to say, in this case, I'm going to pick Botswana. Okay, right. So I've picked Botswana, and the moment I picked Botswana, you can see that the country code here is now saying BW. All along it was empty. Now it's showing BW, which is a code, the country code for Botswana. Then the next cell is saying number of activities, which is the next one. And it's showing one. It shows that this is the first activity that has been planned for under the regional workshops, under the regional workshops. Then from there, I go to the one which says select date from. Right, so here it's saying when is this activity starting, when will it start? Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to select a date. Right, let me select my date. Right, I'm going to choose my date that it will happen in March, and it will start on the 12th of March. Right, there I have my date, which is 12th March. Then it says select date to, meaning when will the workshop or the activity end. Right, so I'll come here next and I'll select the date. Right, in this case I'm still working in March, and I've already picked 12th March, and I'm saying it will end on the 19th of March. Okay, then it says choose yes to exclude weekends. Okay, right, in my situation I'm going to say no, because I want the workshop to run even during, to include the weekends. To include the weekends. Okay, all right, then from there I move on to the next cell, which is saying tentative or confirmed. Those dates that I've picked, it's now asking to say, is it confirmed? Are they confirmed or they are tentative? I am going to say confirmed. So you can see the last part. We now have the duration. Duration is not yet calculated, and remember it's the gray portion, so it will auto calculate itself. Then the journal number, which is saying BW 2019 AA101311. It refers to the activity. Okay, right, so there we are. We've managed to type in all the necessary information that we could type in. Right, then from there we go and click on the update plans button, the one which is on top to our left. Okay, then there is that pop-up which is saying update successful. Then I go and say okay. Right, there it is. Remember I mentioned about the update status button, which was gray the moment we started. Now it's green, showing us that it is now updated. Even the dates that were red, the select country which was red, they are now green, which shows that they have been captured and they are now updated. And also the duration, remember earlier on we mentioned that the duration here, at first there was nothing, and now it is auto calculate. It is showing us the activity will be for 8 days. Thank you.